Hey friends, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and today we're going to make a mummy pumpkin. This is a super quick and easy way to decorate a pumpkin without having to do the carving and all of the complicated stuff. So I have all my supplies laid out. We're going to be using a hot glue gun, and then I have some big googly eyes and some gauze. This is the regular kind of gauze you can find at the drugstore. I got this at CVS. I've gone ahead and kind of pulled it apart and cut it into long strips. For this specific roll, they come in different widths. This one was this wide, and so I just cut it in half and pulled it apart so that it was thinner layers like this. And so I have two kind of strips here. We're just going to start by wrapping the gauze around the pumpkin. This is so easy, something fun. If you have kiddos, they can do it with you. So I'm going to go ahead and lean this kind of forward, kind of put a blob. We're going to wrap it around so it does not have to be perfect. And I'm going to kind of try to attach the gauze to there so that way it'll have a starting point that's kind of holding it together in one place. And then we're just going to wrap it around. Now eventually I'm going to put the eyes in the front. I'm going to hot glue them to the pumpkin, but for now we're going to start by just kind of wrapping this gauze around the pumpkin. And you can just go around it this way, and then we're going to stop and kind of switch directions. So back here I'm going to kind of roll it forward. I'm going to start kind of going on an angle, so I'm going to put some more hot glue just to hold it. And then I'm going to kind of go on an angle, so that way we have a little bit of different angles going. It's not just wrapping around the same direction the whole time. So I'm going to kind of go up the front like this, put another little touch of hot glue. So it's super easy. You're really just doing glue here and there, kind of hold it down, and then just wrapping the gauze all around the pumpkin however you want to. There's really no wrong way to do this. You can't mess it up. It's supposed to look crazy and like he's all wrapped up. I'm going to put another dot of hot glue over here. And we're going to go back behind the stem. Okay, and like always, I will link all the supplies I'm using in the description below this video. I specifically love this hot glue gun that I'm using. It's a dual temp hot glue gun. So if you're doing this with kids, you would definitely want to do it on the cold setting, so that way nobody gets burnt. I'm doing it on the hot setting just because it's easier and it kind of holds it a little bit better in my opinion. But if I was doing this with my kids, I would definitely do the cold setting if they're going to be helping with the gluing at all. Okay, so I'm kind of at the end of my first piece, so I'm going to kind of wrap it up. And now if you don't have that much gauze or you're trying to make several, of course you could just do one piece of gauze like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the next. I really want it covered up. Trying to see when I want to add the eyes. I want the eyes to be just right. I think I'm going to go ahead and add them so that I kind of don't cover up the spot where they're going to go. So let me kind of lean it back to show you. I'm going to put them right, they're leaning funny because I'm holding up. I'm going to put them right there in that empty spot, and they're going to go directly onto the pumpkins. And I'm going to kind of pull the gauze up over it so that way it looks like he's been wrapped more than his eyes being in front of the gauze. Okay, so something kind of like this. You really can't mess it up, I promise. So now I'm going to go ahead and start the second piece. That way the eyes are there so I don't go right over them. I really wanted the eyes directly on the pumpkin and not on top of the gauze. So I'm going to start this next piece on the side where the last piece ended. I'm just going to have them overlap right there. And you kind of want to do different angles, so you don't want to just keep wrapping probably around. So I'm going to kind of go across the center of his face on a diagonal. We're almost done. This is a super quick little craft. And really remember, you can just do dots of hot glue. You don't have to do a ton. It doesn't take much to kind of keep this in place. Okay, friends, so that's it. That's the super cute mummy pumpkin. That took about 10 minutes to make, and it's something that's great to do with kids or grandkids. Like I said, I will link all the supplies I use, including my hot glue gun, in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows it.